Good morning. The simultaneous regional elections will be held soon on the next 9 December. The election for regional heads will be carried out with due observance of health protocols to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Later, all stages of the regional elections starting from socialization to voting day will be followed by the implementation of the COVID-19 health protocol. And we will discuss the regional elections that will be held in the midst of this pandemic with three speakers who have joined here. There are Mrs. Preely, a member of the Manado KPU. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning. I'm good. I hope you are healthy too.
Okay, thank you. And Dr. Aziza, good morning, how are you?
Good morning, I'm fine.
And also Mrs. Liana, good morning, how are you?
Good morning, I'm fine.
All right. Let us try to discuss the regional elections in the midst of the current pandemic. I might go to Mrs. Freely first. As we know that the General Elections Commission have issued a revised rule prohibiting campaigning by creating crowds such as rallies and music concerts, as well as limiting face-to-face meetings. So, will it be effective if the election activities are held normally? Can it not be done online? Because, yeah, now everything we do by online. Mrs. Pretty, are you still there?
Yes, whether or not it's effective depends on the circumstance, but the condition before the pandemic were very effective. But since the current situation is very impossible to do this, what is done is online, even though we want to do normally. We all have to be ready with the complement recommended by the current government. This, of course, does not forget to maintain a safe distance. Before the Pilkada, people really like to do campaign activities, which of course support the election to make it look festive. But now it looks not as busy as in previous years, and they also use what the government recommended. That's good. Connection local election online it's very possible because nowadays everything is being done online, but the sensation you feel is of course different as before. To not have this help each other, or there is an idea from the government to find a solution to do this. And of course, we are very ready to help in this regards. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I will move to the next speaker, Mrs. Liana. As a society, what do you think about the election held during this pandemic? Are there any concerns for you regarding the elections during this pandemic? Mrs. Liana?
Okay. In my opinion, the regional election to be held during the pandemic will have a much larger budget because later there must be special health equipment. It is better of the budget is used for healing people who are known for COVID disease so that the virus can quickly disappear from our country. If the election is allowed to be postponed, it doesn't have to be right now. If there are worries, because the implementation of the Pilkada will automatically gather many people. We don't know the disease of the people down there, do we? Must have infect a lot of people, and instead of decreasing it can be added later. I think so. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And we'll move to the last speakers, Dr. Aziza. What is your opinion regarding the elections held during this pandemic? Is there no fear in itself from the medical side because the threat from COVID-19 is still real? As we know that sufferers of COVID-19 are increasing every day. So, and what preparedness will or has been done from the medical side to welcome the upcoming regional elections?
Okay, thank you for the question. If indeed the Pilkada must continue to be carried out during this pandemic, the health work and health service facilities must to be able to provide it. To anticipate problem with the election protocol, the role of party figures is expected. Also, the health protocols that have been established by the government for all people must be put in order. And if, say, fear is clear, because seeing in the increasing number of patients who are increasing every day because there will be a very high risk for continuing to carry out the Pilkada when the pandemic has not subsided because in their activities there will be many courts that have the potential to cause COVID-19 transmission. While we see here in Indonesia's new cases continue to increase, some regions that are implementing regional election are also in the red zone and the risk of transmission is high. Automatically, the burden of medical and health worker will be heavier amid the more doctors and health workers who fall. For the readiness for the election, medical personnel must of course be more alert and remain careful and improve health service facilities and the prepare health protocols that must to be applied at each stage of its implementation. Pilkada participants and support SOLVE protects this protocol.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Hopefully, what we have discussed can be of special concern to all of us, and hopefully, what we are worried about will not happen when the elections are held. Once again, thank you for Mrs. Prelli, Dr. Aziza, and also Mrs. Liana.
Okay, Thank you. Don't forget to wear a mask.
Yeah.